5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring him out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
I had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, God damn it. Here I am. Welcome to the Romello Marcellus Show. I am he and he is me. Yeah. This is another edition of the Romello Marcellus Show, the extended happy hour. Grown folk talk. That's what it's all about. Look, man, we've been seeing a lot of things, man, out going on in the news and trends, man. It's kind of crazy. You know, I don't have a problem with who you love, but what I'm seeing that the interracial thing that's going the woman's way, it seems like it's always something popping or something going on. Hey, man, I don't know who you can blame with that. Well, you know what? Wow, that's a whole hell of a lot of forgiveness. Whole hell of a lot of forgiveness. I mean, you know, she sprayed the barbecue or sprayed barbecue. Did he spray the ribs? I mean, did you burn up because the ribs on fire, or did he? I'm trying to picture this because I've lit many a barbecue or many a fires to do a barbecue, and I've never sprayed anyone, even if they were standing within arm's reach of me. And it's just, yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Look, man, if you're here, man, be thankful. There's a lot of people that haven't. You got the best gift you could ever have is the gift of life, because you woke up this morning, you were able to see it and be a part of it. Once again, this is the Romello Marcellus Show. It's a special evening. Look, I ain't gonna hold it up. This is the topic. You know, sometimes, man, we as brothers, we're extra mannish for no reason at all. When the only thing we got to do is chill and be patient and garner the control of our feelings. What's up, brother? Welcome. One of our kings in the room. Yeah. Look, all I'm saying is this. A lot of times we want to be the best that we can be, but a lot of times we are not well equipped. And, you know, as I stated before on the show, we're seeking places. Where can we go to get healing? Because honestly, man, there's a lot of places that you sisters can go. You got a lot of groups, whether it's the T-Hats, the book club, the church, all of that. And you know, I guess the quote unquote, as they would say, hyper masculine thing keeps us apart. But I got some help on the show tonight, man, and very, very, very positive brother. Been around for a moment doing his thing, and hey, man, I can't. You know, I can't, damn, it takes a lot to impress me. I'm going to bring him in the room now, in the studio. Hey.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
Man, I can't complain. I cannot complain.
Yeah, me.
Listen, God has given us an opportunity to help one another, man, and I'm glad that you reach back, you know?
Ain't no thing, man. It's all good.
Yeah, I actually was wanting to lead in with a clip of yours, man, that kind of would express the things that I'm trying to hit home tonight, you know, that I want us to gather. You know, prime example, us in relationships, whether it's with our women or with our children, you know, even having to deal with the day-to-day on the job, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Would you indulge me?
Yeah, you good.
Check it out.
I tried to open up to you, and every time I said something that you didn't like, or I said something that you didn't like how I said it, you jumped down my throat.
No, I didn't.
Bianca, yes, you did. Women know men are not the greatest when it comes to communication. Y'all know that it's hard for us to open up or just say how we feel or just know how to talk, period. Y'all know that.
That's not our fault. Y'all need to learn how to do it.
Bianca, when are we going to get the chance to learn? If y'all know that men have not been taught these things, why are we not given a chance to learn how to do it? As soon as we try to, it is a problem because we're not doing it the right way. We're not saying the right things. We're not given the opportunity to learn. I guess because it's supposed to come natural to us, even though y'all have been taught how to do it. Because y'all emotions and feelings were accepted. Versus ours, we had to hold it in because we're supposed to be men. We're supposed.
Man, that's powerful. Powerful. Spot on, brother. What I want to know, man, honestly, and I don't want to beat around the bush, you know, what was your motivation to begin to do the content that you're doing?
If I could be completely honest, the motivation was simply trying to talk to my ex-girlfriend through my video, because honestly, it didn't start off as videos. It started off as me writing journals because I didn't know how to express myself. And I was just writing down things I would want to say, or things when I replay things back in my mind, how I could have did things differently or better. So when I started writing these things down, like a year or so later, I put it in video format and I posted it to the world, just trying to, speak to my ex through the video. But that's type of its own though. Once I saw the response, the first video did 14 million views in a week.
Wow.
I just went through the comments and I was reading how many people were going through the exact same thing. And at the time, I just said it took me a year. So I'm like, man, I've recovered from what I've been through. And it's like, I wonder how many people I can help recover from what, they're going through situations like this. So I just kept creating more content, trying to get folks to understand each other. So that's been the motivation ever since. We're just trying to get women and men to understand different situations and understand themselves.
Right.
That's the motivation when I do these videos.
Well, I guess that kind of answered my second question, but I'll go ahead and answer it. I mean, when we talk about the impact of the things that we do, I speak about legacy always. Do you believe that the content that you share or that you are continuing to make is a positive impact or has a positive impact on those that are coming behind you and those that are watching you now that need to hear all the things that you're sharing?
I mean, it's kind of subjective. I believe that it has a positive impact, but it all depends on who watches it. Because I read some comments where people just so stuck in their ways they can't open their mind outside themselves. So when I create content, I'm creating for both sides, women and men, because I feel like we all have room for growth. It's not just one side that has issues. So when I make a video from a woman's standpoint, and I create the same video from a man's standpoint, it's all just trying to get folks to understand each other. But I do realize that some people you just can't help.
Right.
So that's why I say it's subjective, but I do believe that it's doing more positive things than negative, because people are able to see themselves. I always tell people a lot of times we're so lost in this world because we feel things. We feel in the moment, we can't see ourselves.
Right.
I mean, so when I act out these skits and people are like, they be like, damn, that's exactly what I said to her. I didn't know that that's how I was coming off. And people would be like, they would use it to articulate themselves. Like back in the day, we used to have when guys didn't know how to express themselves to a woman, they'll use a song, Luther Vandross, they'll use something to
mixtape.
You know what I mean? So people would use videos to articulate certain points that they've been trying to tell each other. So I believe it does a lot of positive things in the community.
Now with this, you've been doing it for a while. Honestly, what would be your ultimate end game or goal with all of the content you're doing, like your book, the community? What is Understanding is Key, which is out, everybody. You can go and download it on Amazon. I think it's Kindle there as well if you like the audio. I'm sure it's there too. What would be your ultimate achievement out of all the work that you're putting in?
Man, honestly, I want to get to the point of being on the big screen, doing movies, doing stage plays to bring different things to different cities. But I think one of my biggest things is just really just giving back. And I feel as though with my content, it's a way of giving back. You know, because I believe there's so many men and women that's going through it, and you know, like I created one video about when I was suicidal, and just the fact that I was suicidal, and it was like how many people are in that situation because they're so confused. So one of my biggest things is getting people to understand themselves and it's really about mental health. So my biggest thing is help people with mental health. So if I can use my skill set with his movies, stage plays, books, or whatever to get more people to understand themselves while entertaining them, you know, that's really just my plateau of what I'm trying to achieve.
Okay, that's dope. I think probably one of your, as we kind of talked on it earlier, is one of the hardest things now because of the content you produce. You don't want people to kind of put you in a lane. You know, you have broad range. Yeah.
And that's the thing, man, because like doing my content, people, it put me in they tried to put me in a relationship guru or life coach. And it's like, no, I'm just an entertainer that I have a way of thinking. Right. And I'm just trying to help people while trying to entertain. I'm not a person who's just trying to sit back and just tell you how to live your life. My biggest thing is understanding the life that you're living, not just, I never tell people what they should and shouldn't do. My thing is just understand what happens when you do the things that you do.
Dope. That's dope. My thing is, when we do these things, right? Are you proud of the legacy that you have laid or left thus far?
To a certain extent, I am. But excuse me, I honestly feel as though I could have been doing more and done more. But with these last 2 years, I took a step back due to the pandemic, like most people, and I should have navigated, because I think I should have navigated to another level in 2020. But I kind of took a step back in 2021. Social media was kind of banned, and it's still going through that process. So, like, I feel as though I'm not satisfied. Honestly, I look at the fact I feel like I haven't done anything, for lack of a better word. I feel like I could do and done so much more. So right now, I just feel like it's just okay.
One last question. If you could add anything to it, what you're already doing right now, what would that be?
What do you mean? I add, like, what do you mean?
Like, what formula, what roadblock you'd like to have removed, if there are any?
Honestly, man, it's really me making longer content, whether it's series form where I can put it on Netflix or all these different streaming platforms, so more people can see it. Because not everybody's on social media or even able to see me on social media. I feel as though that's the thing. Whether it's movies, you know, because I've got scripts and things like that. I got a lot of different things, and I feel like that's the thing that I would want to do more. If that makes any sense.
So, based on the topic tonight, what would be your advice to someone who needs that healing or an understanding of how to communicate or understand what it is to be a man, when we have so many poor examples like this one?
You fucking bitch ass motherfuckers just get on this fucking internet and just bitch and cry about women behavior, but you don't do nothing to make them act right. So don't cry about women behavior, because I told you, they like wild fucking beasts and you have to tame them, but you don't got the balls to tame them. So shut the fuck up with all your MGTOW and crime videos when women can't do nothing but what you let them do. It's your fault she won't submit. Any girl that has pushed me away, that I've been dating, or flaked on a date, say we've been going good, say we've been fucking around for 2 months, we've been fucking, she flaked, oh, I'm sick, oh, I gotta work. She might be telling the truth or not. I pull all the way back. When she called me, she gonna lick my ass. You want me?
Wow. But they teaching our young brothers that. I mean, honestly, I mean, let me kind of give a primer to everyone that's in the on the show tonight. We as black men, we first off, a lot of us have been born into violence, okay, in one way, shape, or another. Whether it's mommy on daddy, cousin on cousin, the bullies in the street, we taught to fight and do those kind of things, and we're expected to do that because that's a part of being quote unquote a man. And usually there is some sort of underlying abandonment issue within the black community, whether there's a single mother or a single father. If there's one parent in the house, there's always a long-term absence of that person or that individual. Now, here I can probably speak to these quote unquote alpha male dudes that, run that self-hate and that hate of a woman to those that might be impressionable or on the edge and looking for some true understanding about why they feel the way that they feel. Okay. The mommy issues, where if she's working or she's seeing multiple people or that kind of thing, and he grows up, he may have that resentment because he's receiving instruction from her first and foremost to be a man, but all he sees is her. So he has those female tendencies, no pun intended. But I was always taught, if you don't know a man, you can't be a man, or you don't have an example of what not to be as a man. So when we have these issues that are already embedded in us, where can you say the average individual should start to try and repair those issues that they have deeply rooted, as opposed to coming out and listening to guys like them to perpetuate that hatred or that anger elsewhere?
Well, if I could be completely honest, that was one of my battles, to be honest with you. One of the things I struggled with when I was younger, around 25, 26 years old, I was trying to understand the meaning of being a man. And like most men, like they in the world consistently say it, men are supposed to provide and protect. And with that, that's like the basics. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that that whole thing with women cooking and cleaning, men providing and protecting, because this back in the times where women couldn't work and guys had to work. So if you was a good man, you worked, you paid all the bills, and you provide. And you protected the house while she cooked, clean, nursed the kids, and all of that. At times changed. You have men that's trying to understand their place in this world because they kind of move like that, but the women are not accepting that because they offer so much. So I had to realize as a man, and it was crazy, is that what I learned about myself, and I believe that it's with a lot of guys simply just don't know who they are as a person. So that's why they can't identify themselves as a man. A woman can love him to death, but he don't even know why she loves him. In his mind, because I'm making money, I'm doing this, I got this. But and that could be the case, but if he ever loses his job or something like that, he feels less than a man because that's what he applies being a man, is providing and paying the bills. But as a man, we offer so much more than that. So with all that being said, I had to identify what else do I offer? What else am I giving women outside of providing and protecting? And I learned that by listening, because I couldn't tell them they were wrong because she telling me, well, stuff like that don't matter to me. I care about this, I care about that. And it's like when she say certain things like, it's the fact that I feel safe around you. It's the fact that when I come home to you, I feel loved. I do this. It's so many things as a man we offer outside of just providing and protecting. And so we understand that. I feel like a lot of guys need to get to that point where they truly hit. I don't say hit him in the head, but truly analyze and look at themselves. Is like, what is it that I do? And it also in a negative way. Like, what are the negative things that I do? Do I got anger issues, abandonment issues, mama issues? Do I got trust issues? It's also about doing that as well. And once you do that, you got to be completely honest with yourself. You can't lie to yourself, try to make yourself feel better. You have to tell yourself the truth, because just like if you an alcoholic a drug addict, the very first step is to admit it.
Yeah.
Once you admit it, then you're able to grow and get to another level. And that's when all the young guys that I've talked to, and they in this world of social media, and every time they get on social media, there's always something negative about them. But man, if you ain't a man, if you don't do this, you're a man. It's like, and I had this young guy, he was like, he don't know what to listen to. Yeah, women saying this is what a man is, and it's always different. I like forget what they're talking about. You as a person, what are the things that you know is great about you, or the things you don't know is great about you, or whatever issues that you have, and you shine in your bubble, and the woman that's supposed to be with you, she's gonna be with you because you're not gonna have to make her like you. You're not gonna have to do all these extravagant things for her because you as a man is gonna be enough. And you're gonna know that you're enough because you genuinely understand and know who you are as a person.
That's dope. A lot of guys wouldn't, I guess, know where to begin to establish that resolve within to accept that there is something wrong with them because, in the world we live in, the attention span is maybe 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Now because the information is coming so fast, and when you got guys like that out there, and they're moving around and putting their images out and what they think. And you got guys like these guys. You got guys like these guys who have a heavy platform and a following, and everything is being professed that, this is cool and this is the way, and, screw them, and, they hurt you, and, fuck them bitches and all of that, and I honestly have a problem with the fact that I feel like they hate the womb that they came out of.
Yeah.
I
mean, I can I'm sorry, go ahead.
You got the floor.
No, I was just gonna. I can understand what they're saying to a certain extent because that's what I'm about. Whether I disagree of their methods, whatever it is, trying to understand. So I can understand why these guys are doing what they're doing. But at the end of the day, what I realized is it's more toxic men and women with public platforms that's just causing more toxic behavior.
Right.
And it's not fixing anything. Because like you find those fresh and fit dudes, they literally get a specific type of woman to join their podcast to argue the same talking points every time.
Yep.
The same talking points. And my thing is, okay, even if you want women to understand and believe, they're not going to listen. This is how you're talking to them. Who wants to be talked bad to? That's not how you get somebody to understand anything. Saying so, I truly believe that if guys really want to grow a detox from social media and looking inward and trying to work on himself, like what are the things that really make you tick? What are those things that a woman do that really irk you? And then you figure out like why does they irk you? Just for an example, just if a woman leaving her shoes in the floor, you told her don't do it, but that's something that you really don't like, and you've been away for so long, you don't realize why you don't like it. And when you ask yourself, like, why is it the fact that it's just her leaving her shoes in the floor? Why is that her making me so angry? When did it start to happen? So you start to look back and just think, like, when was the first time I was upset about this? And you realize it stemmed from something so long ago that you forgot about. And that's the same thing when people go to therapy. And I'm never the person to recommend therapy to everybody. And the only reason why I'm not because everybody can't afford it. You know what I mean? Right. So my thing is, there's things you can do as a person that you can do to try to elevate yourself. And if you need external help, go do it. I totally get it. But there's so many things you can just ask yourself questions and be honest with yourself. And I always tell people this: if you truly care about yourself, like you say you do, why won't you be honest? You ask men, you ask women, if they love you and care about you, they will tell you the truth.
Truth.
Why won't you do that for yourself? Why won't you tell yourself the truth? Or is it the fact you don't love yourself and care about yourself enough?
Facts. I got a call on the line. Welcome to the show. You got a question from me or Jeremy?
I actually had a question for both of you. You both are making. Can you hear me? Okay.
Loud and clearly.
Okay, you both are making amazing points, saying some great things, giving great insight as to, I guess, the male, especially the Black male experience. So one of my questions is, based on how both of you grew up, do you believe that you were allowed, like, was your mother loving enough to allow you to express yourself emotionally? And if she was or was not, of course that affected how you went into your relationship. But when you went into these relationships, did it give you a preconceived idea of what your female counterpart was supposed to be or was going to be based off of how you were treated growing up by the females in your family?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I can go. My mom did not. I was not able to really express myself when I was younger, and that plagued me as I got older in my last relationship, which is why I got to the point of almost committing suicide, because I had so many emotions. Because like as a man, when you hold so many, this is the thing I don't like. When they say women are emotional creatures, men are too. Men are emotional creatures too. But the fact that we hold our emotions in so much, it turns into anger, and it turns into aggression. And because we're holding so much in, and it's so hard to identify what's wrong with us. Like, it's so many stories of women asking guys, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "I'm cool. I'm just tired." You know something wrong with him, but a lot of times it's not that he can't tell you. It's not that he don't want to tell you. He can't tell you. He don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know what's wrong with him. And I had to realize that me never being able to openly express myself, and I thought that I can still do that as I got older, but even though I wasn't talking or saying anything, my actions was pushing her away. My actions was some type of way. Even though in my mind, I'm just not gonna say nothing, but I'm snapping. Like, what? Not realizing I'm doing it to her, and she's like, she had to walk on eggshells around me because she don't know I may snap or something. So when I realized that, I had to understand that I had to get internal with myself. That's why I started things I was not able to say or uncomfortable of saying out loud. I started writing journals. If I was at work and I'm just thinking, just write it down, write it down. And once I read it back to myself, I got so emotional. That's when I started to get more involved in getting in touch with my emotional side. And then as I grew, I had to understand that if a woman can't understand my emotional side or even care enough about my emotions, she's not the right one. So that's if you. Hopefully I answered the question, because I'm no longer like that, but I had to go through that dark side of myself just so I can be able to get to the point where I can't articulate what's going on with me. To do that because I started to write it down in a journal to even get it out.
So for me, I always had strong women around, from great grandmother on up to my mom, and I have older sisters, and I have a second mom, which is one of my older sisters. So, they've always been there to give me balance. My dad was always around as well, God rest his soul. I learned quickly to manage or to govern my emotions in times where things are uncomfortable. You have to acquire a saying that will put you in some sort of check, like that, you right. And that's more than enough. I mean, there's those times where you're not gonna always be in tune, and you'll have those arguments, but they're not to the point where I want to be. Well, I gotta get this bitch back and make her eat my ass for a long time with no peanut butter and jelly and all of that bullshit. Yeah, goofy shit. So I mean, and honestly, man, I got daughters and I have granddaughters, so I can't see myself doing that because I wouldn't want anyone else doing that to them. So I strive to do the best that I can. I mean, even on this platform, I joke and I talk shit because that's what I do. I'm not going to be anything but me, but I also instill jewels everywhere that I talk the shit that I talk because I want my people to win. I want us to be better. I want us to be the examples for the children that are watching us because they have more access to us as adults now, and they're progressing so much faster by the things that they're taking in. Yeah, and we got to be more responsible because we don't know whose sons or daughters are even watching this stuff, and really taking into account that this is real. I need to move like this person says that I should move because there's no one actually here in real life giving me the guidance. You know, you can guardier a person's mind off the rails on stuff like this as long as there's consistent content and perpetuating that and you sowing those seeds. So I don't know. For me, yeah, I take my hat off to you, brother. I take my hat off to all the brothers, man, that corral and get themselves to where they need to be, where they're strong. You know, I can't say that in the realm of you know, dealing with women or, you know, everyday life that I have been off when it comes to my, you know, emotional, you know, stability, because I had that balance. And I guess that comes from experience and respect, the respect that went up to the chain to the matriarch and the patriarch of my family. So, you know, and I think that's lost a lot too, because we out here, all of us as adults, a lot of times got children in tow and just doing us. So we don't give a shit, you know, about what our children see. They just gonna get it, and you better get out there and handle it the best way you can. And you know, that's kind of what the consensus has been, and why we are even having this conversation tonight, because shit, the buffoonery is real, man. It's a shame why we have so many beautiful black women walking around here unmarried and professing they can't find a good black man. And you know, then they crossing over. And I'm not knocking your hustle. You love who you love, but shoot, the burnt up barbecues and all kinds of stuff is waiting for you. You know, if you want to continue to venture down that path, I mean, potentially. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say, but you know, it's like these people. I mean, what you want me to do? I'm just speaking facts. I don't want that to happen to you. So I mean, you know, yeah, we may be goofy, but we ain't crazy. We ain't stupid. I mean, yeah. Did that answer your question?
That answers my question.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And big up to, you know, you all for doing the work.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We all need to do our work.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night. Yeah, if you need to call in, the lines are open, 929-322-3971. One thing I'm not going to do on this platform is I ain't going to browbeat you, but you're going to take care of me because I'm taking care of you now. Yeah. Yeah, brother, I appreciate you, man, taking the time out to come on the show, man, and you know, spread your sunlight, man, your sunshine on folks, man, because it needs to be. You know, they say there's few of us far in between, and I know differently. There are a lot of positive, strong brothers, but because we get caught up in the narrative of what pictures are being painted, people are seeking this ready-made, unrealistic dream of life, when my understanding of life is everything you get, you got to scratch it, hook it up, and pull it out the mud to be sure that it's yours. And those that are willing to get behind you and tug the rope with you, those are the ones that reap that benefit of security and consistency and true happiness, because you know what you got, because you pulled it out of the mud, both of you. Yeah. So,
yeah, man. I mean, I can agree to that. You know, that's one of the reasons why when people follow me, like my next book that I'm writing it about dating, and I feel like the reason, honestly, my true belief, there's a lot of great men and women out here, but we're just dating the wrong people and being with the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a lot of bad people. I mean, I know they're out there, but I think it's just more of the fact that we are dating the wrong way, because we have this thing, and people love to say it, but it's like, if you know that's happening, why keep doing it? People are like, oh, you know, you go out on a date, you date your representative, and you're showing somebody else, and it's like, at some point, when are you gonna, you're not gonna do that. At some point, when are you just gonna be yourself? And I'm saying it to touch base on what you said, to find somebody who really gonna ride with you. But it's hard to find somebody who really gonna ride with you if you don't even let them see you. You have to let them see you from the door. Like it's no all they're trying to impress them, make them feel like, nah, it's not to be malicious or be mean, but like, if you be yourself, that is the best way to protect yourself from the people that don't want you.
Exactly.
But what we do is we try to appease them. We try to make people like us. We want to make a good impression. And I tell people, I don't try to make a good impression on you. I'm going to be myself. If you don't like it, I totally understand. It was great talking to you, and that's it. But within doing it, and I've been saying this for a while. People who follow my page, I got videos of it. It's thousands of people who follow my page that's either in a relationship, rocky, and they finally got it together and they got married, or people who were married to think about divorce. I've had couples join my live that was in some type of heated situation, and they got it back on track simply because they had another way of thinking about it. Because society, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying it, but society don't want women and men to truly find happiness, because if you truly find happiness, they stop making money off of you.
Yeah. Well, we both know that, man.
Yeah.
Being black and ignorant is $1 billion business, $1 trillion business.
Well, it's not. I'm not even just talking about. And it's the thing. It's the thing of we do all the wrong things to make ourselves happy. We go buy clothes. We go do all these things to look like we're happy versus just truly finding it. It's why they say, "Oh, love yourself," not, but they don't tell you how to know yourself.
Right.
So they don't tell you. They just tell you to do it, but they don't tell you how to do it. Because if you tell anybody to love yourself, everyone's gonna say they love themselves. Who's gonna not? But that's why I go back to the thing I said earlier. If you love yourself like you say you do, I want you to be completely honest with yourself. The same thing you want some person that so-called love you, why won't you give it to yourself? And I say all that to say that I truly believe that if more people understood what we're doing to our own selves by dating for a type or looking at the wrong thing. Like, ladies, you can find a man who makes 6 figures. You can find it, but that's not gonna make him not beat you. It's not gonna make him not molest your children.
Say it again.
It's not gonna make him look at you like you a queen because he's making money, paying all the bills. They don't, and that's what society is right now. Oh, he got to make this kind of money, but his character, though, who is he? You're so focused on what he is and how he's making money and the kind of but who is he? And I feel as though, and I've had so many people try to talk to me, like so many women want to talk to me based off what they think I am, and I could be those things. But like I said, you don't know who I am. You don't know you don't know if I'm bipolar. You don't know if I'm verbally abusive. You don't know any of these things. The only thing you know is they call me famous. The only thing you know, I probably got some money. You figure I'm attractive. That's the only thing that you know. So that's why when I'm listening to these guys, it's like, man, I get it, but ladies, y'all gotta do better than the men gotta do better.
Yeah. Amir said, I'd rather be someone like or love me or not like exactly like who I am versus / pretending.
Yeah.
Moral fabric. Yeah. I say it all the time, man. And even with the lock-in, I mean, ladies, you got to be sure about who you are and what things you are willing and able to handle going into it, because heck, you can have somebody that can lock in and be right with you. But there's a lot of things you might have to do. You might have to be a circus monkey and everything else to keep this guy's attention. He like the strippers. Are you willing to go to the strip club with him or be the stripper you need him to be? You want him to wash your car. You want him to pay the bills. You want him to love you and be your security. And you got to just give and take.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're in a place where when you're in a place where you're giving more than you, then you're receiving. You in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say you should leave, because at some point because I feel as though there's points in any marriage relationship or whatever, you're gonna be giving more at a point.
Yeah.
Like if I'm married and my lady gets sick, I gotta start giving more around that time, or vice versa.
Exactly.
She gonna have to start getting more. It's like it's a thing, which is why I don't like when people try to make it seem like it's so cut and dry. And people ask me so many questions, because like things are much deeper than what people think. And people don't leave no room for error. It's like it's either this or that, black or white. Like, no, relationships, marriages is all a gray area, because you don't know how a person's gonna react if they lose a child. You don't know how they're gonna react if they lose a parent. You don't know these things, but if you start to put a cap on, it's exactly what it is. This is you finna lose out on a good man or a good woman because you have no leeway. So it's
Right.
all about give and take. It's all about understanding, but you also make sure it's a fine line of things you would not accept though.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a person that's a pushover. It's a fine line.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Someone said exactly, but there is a tipping point. It can't be one-sided too much, but you have to know it's work. It is work.
To be honest with you, I know I'm talking, man, but to be honest with you, I feel as though if a strong foundation from the beginning of trying to understand each other, I don't believe it would ever be completely one-sided. What I've learned from just thousands of comments, bro, I got literally over like 10 million comments on all my content put together. And when I used to read the majority of them, because my thing was to try to engage with people.
Mm-hmm.
Just let's read it. I go through my DMs, read it. This is when I first started out. But what I've learned is so many people be focused on how the person's making them feel in the beginning. They like vibe, they like how they already laugh, joke, have a good time with each other. That's all fine. But I believe in the beginning, you should be focusing on understanding him, and he should try to understand you.
Right.
If all can't get to that's the very first thing. Everything should be talked about. No, it's no, oh, I thought this, so I did this. No, you think something, you feel this type of way, don't just sit on it, have a discussion about it. And if they don't want to talk about it, right then and there, you can see they can't do nothing long term with you because they can't even sit down to articulate nothing. So now, when them not sitting down to articulate anything, eventually it's going to be an argument when they do talk about it. Right? Like, hey, this right here happened. I just want to discuss it. Now, I understand sometimes you don't feel like talking. I get it, but you shouldn't go. It shouldn't be 3-4 weeks before y'all talk about it.
Exactly.
It should be the next day. Like, okay, we got a lot of stuff going on, but we still need to talk about it so this don't manifest into something else. We need to make sure we have an understanding and get an outlook on what you saw and what I saw and get to a common ground. I think if more people will come into a situation like that, I don't give a damn how small the thing is. You have to get that line of communication and talking about it. Because once that person can trust you, that man can trust you, that woman can trust you, that y'all gonna be able to talk about it, they'll never have to question if something wrong with you. They'll know it. And they know it's so serious, they'll know that you're gonna eventually tell them. You know what I mean? Like it's like I can talk forever about that, man. I just be going through my DMs, I be seeing it like, man, y'all don't have no type of you were so into liking him and liking her, and y'all never built no line of communication with each other.
Yeah. I always say you got to have the talk.
Yeah.
You got to have the talk. Shit's cool now, but are you going to be with me when it's fucked up? Because it's going to get fucked up. It's like the Vegas casinos. Sometimes you flush, sometimes you bust.
Yeah.
And that's on everything, emotionally, spiritually, financially, health-wise. I mean, a lot of things can happen. I mean, the question is, where are you? What are you willing to invest? And what is the return you're looking to have?
And one of the things, if a person can be completely honest about something, they don't want to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, when you first start talking to somebody, when you learn things about them, they tell you all the highlights of what they do. Well, yeah, I do this, I do this, I do that. But then it's like that bad thing they know they do. They can be completely honest and try to talk to you about it before you even know about it. They just respect you enough to tell you, like, hey, this, that, and the third. If they do that in the beginning, not saying you be with them off the bat, but just seeing that they had that ability to do it. They had that thing to tell you, even if it's something about you. That if they have, like, you know what, hey, I didn't like the fact when you did this right here. It made me feel like this. If you judge a man or a woman based off that, like, no, they're trying to get you to a place of we gonna be able to have these conversations, so we never have any arguments.
Right.
I mean, we always have conversations. It's not an argument. We're not yelling. We're not kicking. We're not screaming. We're not throwing nothing. But even when the kids see us having the conversation, they don't see us going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot. It's a lot, man. I just try to get more people to open up and understand what we're doing to ourselves, if that make any sense.
Yeah. The more we are angst in the midst of our discussions, because we a lot of us has been put in a space where we feel that we can't be heard or won't be heard. So
Yeah.
our expression has to happen now. I can't wait for you to finish what you're saying. So I'm listening to respond as opposed to truly understanding
Absolutely.
what you are trying to convey to me. So being cognizant of what you are feeling, sometimes you have to just step back and say, okay, let's start over. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Man, ladies, if you get a guy or fellas, you get a woman that can say, you're right, I'm wrong. If you get somebody to say, you're right and I was wrong, my bad, I apologize. I know I shouldn't have thought. If you get somebody that's able to apologize in the beginning, that is a strong, because I tell people, man, like when you talk about relationship things, I don't care about how much money you make. What I care about is the fact that you have accountability.
Mm,
Do you take responsibility for your actions? Or it's
yeah.
always because I did something? Do you try to understand?
Mm,
Do you leave any room for me and you to grow? Or you want me to be the man I was when I met you? I'm not gonna be him in 10 years.
mm.
I'm not going to be him in 20 years. You can't say you want to be with me for 50 years until we die and expect me to be the same guy at 25. I mean, at 45 that I was at 25. Now, are you leaving room for us to get to a certain level? So it's, man, bro, it's a lot, bro. I mean, I digress. I digress, man.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I say it all the time. Man, ladies, me and my brothers, we tired. We want a reprieve. We want to be loved and we want to love.
Yeah.
But can I be frankly, man, truly honest and transparent tonight? I don't give a shit who he is. His love language with you, meaning i.e. the one. I don't give a shit. There's millions. There's always the one that in a coliseum of 30,000 people, that would be the only one that he sees or hears. He wants affirmation and confirmation from you that shit is all right with you and him, as well as you are the apple of his eye. He needs that same from you. Now, the acceptance of it all is this. In life, we made a lot of mistakes. In this day and age, as I covered on my show before, on the show, on this platform, that we all have body counts. But because of the world that we live in that is so superficial and have a whole bunch of bullshit, like last night I said, look, you got to beware of the bone collectors and the carriers. Those are the folks who want to come and visit you because they're miserable, and they don't want to see you happy. And that is a coincident or coincidental thing. I'm making up words and shit. Damn, it sounded good. Coincidental. Yeah. That kind of thing. And I'm one who believes that still that there should be one woman for a man that chooses to have a woman. You guys choose who you date. We choose who we marry. And we want the most respectable thing that we can have. And like I said, we've all made mistakes in life. But to accept us where we are and meet each other where we are is a great thing. And to be able to have that talk about where the expectations lie is what's going to give you the security to go forward. And in the midst of agreements that you can handle these things for me, and i.e. things for you, and be consistent with those things. Trust, it's earned. It's not given, it's earned. Respect should always be given, regardless of who you're talking to. The only way that changes up is when an individual decides to put themselves in a place where they want to do bodily harm to you. Then all bets are off. But I don't have to argue with you. You don't have to argue with me. We don't see eye to eye. You right. I'm going to speed on before I get peed on. But in a house where you are both together and you decided to cohabitate, grow a family, the common goals are to meet the goals. And what most people do, we get caught up in you meet an individual and you want to throw the lame colloquialisms around and say, oh, I want to get to know you better. And then 6 months to a year, shot ass and your emotions later. Neither of you are doing the things that you were doing before because it was never about this part of the relationship. When in all actuality, if it was about the sex or the physical attraction, hey, this is where it is. This is what it is. I'd like to explore that with you and experience this part of life with you. And then that's it. Or see where it goes from there. Because honesty is the key to carry everything else. I don't ever have to lie to you about nothing. I can turn my pockets out every day. I can lay it all on the line for you. But we're not trained to do that because we see so much deceptive shit and have seen so much deceptive or deceptions before us and the generations before us, because you can't know what went on with mommy and daddy. You don't know why they divorced, or we don't know what's going on with Uncle Earl or Uncle Stevie or Uncle this person or whatever. And you find out later that ain't their uncles, or these just people that your mama was rolling with. She was a roller. I mean, no disrespect, it's just what it was. But, you know, these are the things where us as guys, we get angry and say, well, shit, all of y'all deceptive by nature and we can't trust you. Man, that's a lie. I'm going to tell you something. There is one woman for every good man out here that you can trust your Social Security and your life with, and she'll get you back every time. She'll multiply it and you'll have it. But the key is getting that balance where we can say, hey, look, man, lady, I like you, but I'm fucked up. And this is how I'm fucked up. Can you deal? Can we work? You know, and really have that cohesiveness that, hey, I know what triggers you, you know what trigger me. And we can have that dialogue and help one another, you know, because honestly, man, we as grown folks, man, I said it last night, we have more days behind us than we have before us. Oh, Trollers in the room. Definitely a lie. I like these. Well, you know, I'll put it to you. Well, you know what? I got guests, so I can't deal with you tonight. God bless you. God keep you. I got to keep the respect.
If I could, if like just touching on what you just said, man, what I really believe is that people only know how to get each other. They don't know how to keep each other. They like guys. It's not that guys don't know women. It's just the fact that they only know how to get them. You know, right. He knows how to say the right things, know how to move the right, like make her believe that he is really into her, and you know all that. And women the same exact way, which is why I'm trying to break that narrative of understanding, like you said, that if men and women understand when you're dating in the beginning, because most time that dating stage, what you're doing at the beginning, whether y'all going out to eat all the time and all that stops once y'all get really into the relationship. You don't go out much, you don't do none of this stuff. So why are you starting off doing that particular thing?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not coming into a situation trying to understand the thing that makes it be a longer and everlasting relationship? You know, why are you not coming in trying to figure out those particular things while also enjoying each other's time and company?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as though if we really get to the point of, because you got like for example, you got guys trying to show women he got money to get her. You got women trying to show how pretty she is, and we know you being pretty for guys that it don't really matter after a certain point. Is who she is. Well, guys, you can have money all day. Does not mean your wife, old lady, not gonna step out on you. Like, it's who you are as a person. I feel as though we start to focus and turn our attention to who we are as people, we can present that to the women that we're interested in. The women can present that to the men they're interested in, and it also gives you a sign of protection because you understand how to present it. You're not going to just say, hey, this is everything, this is me. Like, no, you slowly, gradually show them who you are, but you never lie to them about who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if people I never try to show a woman the best side of me. Like, this is the thing. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Women, they see me, they know that I have a romantic side and all these other things. Immediately, they want that part of me. Like, no, you can't get you can't get that real affectionate Jeremy from the beginning. You can't get that guy that has his heart on his sleeves. You can't get that guy that's so compassionate and loving and affectionate he's there, but before you get him, can you deal with the other Jeremy? They got to talk to you, because if that's the case, you only want the good side of me. You will never be with the bad side of me, what I consider the bad side of me. Not saying it's being mean or being an asshole. It's just like, sometimes you just chilling. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not trying to be overly compassionate and all this. If you only want that out of me, it's like, but that's not realistic. I'm not gonna buy you flowers every day. We're not gonna be flying and going to trips all the time. Are you gonna be there with me when life ain't going well for me? Are you going? Because they say women are nurturing, but it's like, nurturing to who?
Hey, say it again.
Are you nurturing? Is it just nurturing for children?
Yeah.
A lot of men need that nurturing too.
Well, you know what Chris Rock said on his last special. The only ones that get unconditional love is children and dogs.
Yeah.
We as men, we only as good as the last provision or the provision that we make.
Yeah, that we provide something.
Yeah.
And it's sad that so many men feel like that. It's sad that so many men have to go through that. But the problem is, we have guys like the dudes that you shown tonight blasting to the world, to where these women, like, why should they be nurturing to men?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when you got men that's out here, like that old fresh and fit guys, the 4 guys you showed, the 1 guy you showed when he's talking about eating his ass, when you got those particular guys constantly voicing their negativity towards the world, why would any woman be like, oh, we should be nurturing to these guys, we should give them love? Why shouldn't they be like, forget them dudes? They crazy, they self-centered. So that's the reason why when I do make content responding to certain videos like the ones that you've shown, that be my thing. Like, if you want, you guys talk about what women need to do, but it's like you're doing the complete opposite.
Yeah.
You're doing the complete opposite. It's not, you're not making it any better by what you're doing. You're making it completely worse. So
yeah.
You know.
She said, it's so bad, or so sad, so many feel that way. So many men feel that way. A lot of them have never experienced a compassionate woman. I mean, i.e., it starts with the mother. I mean, if they don't know their mother, they can't really relate to anything going out into the world. And if they have those abandonment issues, or those issues of what they've seen their mother do, being deceptive, then, you know, that's a picture that's painted. That's a scar that's being pour on the heart and the mind, and everything and everyone they see. That is merely what they see. And you know, my thought about the world today, that is so pretentious that they have to overexpress the outward, the things. That is an overcompensation for the lack of what's within, and got to do better.
Yeah,
I've always been taught that if you want somebody, you meet them where they are. If I want to court you, you go to the gym. I'm gonna get my ass up at 6 o'clock in the morning and meet you at the gym. If workout ain't my thing, shit, I can sit there, read my book, eat my coffee, my donuts, and my McDonald's, or whatever the fuck I'm eating. As long as I'm in your space and place, this is how it is. The key is not to change individuals up for who they are or who they were before they got with you, because at that point, even the thing that you profess to be love, it's not love anymore. It becomes prison. Yeah, you don't want an individual to change themselves to be with you. You want them to be happy in their skin, being accepted by you. Acceptance is the greatest aspect of a relationship you could ever have. That, yo, I fuck with you the long way. You know, this ain't no thing you got to dress up and do. I like to wake up with you with your nappy hair and your breath stinking, and shoot, we laying in for the weekend. You ain't even washed your ass, but shit, I had some good breakfast, you know, and whatever else we get to have in the space and place that we have. But it's nothing pretentious about it. When you get into the aspect that you are pretending to do something, anything that you carry that could be a thing that could put you in a space and place of weakness or hurt, it will never come out. And when it's found out, now both of you are hurt.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, you're all right.
No, but that goes back to what I was saying. Like, you know, people doing the things that get each other versus what keeps each other. Because exactly what you said, like, if a woman is, like you said, she ain't washed her ass yet, she ain't did this yet, but you still love her though, because that's who she is. You know, that's genuinely the woman that you not the eyelashes, the wigs, the weave, and all that. Not saying ladies, y'all can't wear what y'all do y'all thing. But that's not the thing that's gonna make guys truly love you for the long term. It's who you are when you wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
All that, and you just go cook some breakfast, and y'all are able to coexist in the house, and you're able to be yourself.
Yeah.
That's the most amazing. Because who wants to go home and not be able to be themselves? When you out in this world at your job, and you got to act like you like being there, and you got to do all these things, and you come home, and you got to keep acting like you want. No, you want to come home and just decompress from your day at work, drink you some wine, fellas. You want to have you a shot or some scotch or something. You chill, you watch the game. She watch her reality show, whatever the case is. You're able to coexist in the space.
Yeah.
Both can strive and truly be like, this place is where I call home. Because when you got that, you don't have to go outside and try to find it.
Yeah.
You have to go outside in your DMs, try to find what you can have at the crib.
Trading your house keys for hotel keys. You know me, bond relationship for me with my woman is being able to do just that. But when she put it on, she put it on. Let's just say I wasn't even with her, and I meet her somewhere, or car picks her up, whatever the case may be. I just want to be able to walk up and lick the whole side of her face. It's just like, this is what it is, bam. You know, and the same for me. And we just do us. The perfection is that the connection. We could be in a room of hundreds, and I can look at her and know she's happy.
Yeah.
Or I can look at her and motherfucker, you got 3 minutes. We got to go because I'm not feeling this, and that's just that.
Yeah.
Call it kinetic, whatever the energy you want it to be, and just bam. But you can't have that pretending. You got to be real. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Man, that's why I'm saying, man. I just try to be myself. Either you're gonna like it, you're gonna love it, you're gonna hate it, you're gonna dislike it. Either way it is, I'm gonna be myself, so you can see me for who I am. Because I don't want to hide who I am from any woman. Because I want to make sure I'm giving her that type of respect to show, like, hey, this is me. Because if more guys showed themselves, women wouldn't be with guys that's abusive if they knew he was abusive. You know what I mean? Like you got guys like playing this role of they these great guys, they do all of these different things, they do all those. It's like, no, and I like doing those things too. I'm the guy we gonna go out the country, we gonna travel. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the guy that I'm paying all the bills. Absolutely. But while I'm paying all the bills, there's things that I need from you too. It's not just financially. Women offer so much more. If you think just being pretty is gonna be enough, it's not enough. It's never gonna
say it. Say it, bro. Say it.
It's millions of pretty women. They getting their body done, and this is not all of them. So you having a nice body don't really matter no more.
Yeah.
They paying it. They taking out loans for that. They going into debt trying to get their body done.
And don't even have a business.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's
in
more
debt like a motherfucker.
Man, credit 420. Like I just like I'm in a position, man. My thing, I try to get everybody to understand, like, man, you just gotta be you from the start.
Yeah.
I was on my live one day that I had hundreds of people watching, and I said, ladies, you want to impress me on the first date, show up with no makeup on.
Yeah.
If you want to make a good impression on me on the first date, because my thing is I'm gonna always think you look better without makeup. I'm gonna always think that. I don't give a fuck I don't care how many likes you get. I don't care how many people tell you that you beautiful when you put the makeup on. If you want to impress me, show up without makeup on, so I can truly see the person. If we plan on doing some long term, I want to see who I wake up next to.
I got a question.
If I love that woman, shit, I'm gonna love the woman. I'm gonna definitely love the woman when you put the makeup on.
I got a question. Ladies, I asked it the other day. Why in the hell do y'all shave your eyebrows off only to paint them back on your head?
You think they shave? I don't think they shave their eyebrows off.
Some of them do. Have you seen the responses to the question when I put it out? They were like, it was just hanging there, and I couldn't, hey, find you a guy or a woman who can handle that straight razor and handle that business. Or honestly, man, you don't need to have a sharp line on your head. I mean, natural is in that department is cool. I mean, for me, but yeah.
But I also understand that they do it for themselves too. They do it to feel pretty, just like we go get our haircut.
God damn it, that's just like a selfie on Facebook. You thirst traps. You put that up there and boom, oh, somebody comment on it, they thirsty. Well, damn it, you could have kept it in your phone, put it in your mental Rolodex, or encrypted that if it was just for yourself. But usually people do things because they need to feel good about others giving them that validation.
Yeah, but see, I'm not even talking about the women that's posting on.
I'm just digging, bro.
Yeah, like I ain't the one posting on their pages, like, but I understand there's women who they just put it on. It makes them feel, getting their nails done or whatever. But the different with me, that shouldn't dictate what you think about yourself. Like it may make you feel, but you shouldn't think, oh, now I'm beautiful.
Exactly.
No, you're already beautiful. You already are amazing. You shouldn't think that you're ugly. I made a video about it. I've had women think that they're ugly or unattractive when they don't have it. That's what I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard women talk about each other, like, girl, you got your hair so nappy, girl, you this, talking bad about each other. It's like, I like it. Like, why you down? Why you talking so much? It's not bad. It looks good. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Yes, it is. I've had women, no, I don't want to see you because my hair ain't done. No, I don't want to see you because I ain't got no makeup on. It's like, oh, okay, you already X'd out the conversation of trying to do anything long term with me already, because I can't even see nothing about you for long term. It's all about hanging out with you. That's all you will ever be with me right now.
Right now. Yeah, I my thing is I have a I don't know whether it would be a question or it's just I guess I'm having a brain fart right now. This is for all those who are in earshot. If you can look at the bottom of your screen, share this, okay? Because there's some people that need to hear it. And I'm talking to my brothers. Expressing your love for someone, that is the fucking flex. Because the strength in it all is, if it's not for you, to recognize that it's not for you.
Yeah.
But the strength in that is that you can love, that you can appreciate someone's beauty, the possibility of receiving everything in a mate or in your life for yourself, loving yourself. And I say it all the time. If you love you, love on yourself. Let people see that you love on yourself and they know how to love on you.
Absolutely.
So when you extend that same love to the individual, that's your expectation. And that's also your limitation. If you can't reciprocate in that manner, then okay, we can just be friends. I can love you from afar. But at the same time, it gives you that room. It's not all about putting yourself in the mindset that, yeah, this bitch gonna use me or abuse me. She's just out to get me, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, she's just as misguided and has been more abused, or probably in the same level of abuse and loss as you.
Yeah.
You could be the trifecta for her, and vice versa.
Yeah.
The only questions you got to ask is that, can I handle the body count if there is one? Or how she maneuvered her life? Because honestly, if she got a sugar daddy and she got a couple of people that give her a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, so on and so on to power her life. Hey man, shit comes with that. But at the end of the day, if you're strong enough to get beyond that, to say that you were man enough to gaudier her mind and to capture her heart, this is an individual that would be willing to make sure that nothing ever befell you that could harm you. Because see, most females would allow you to walk around with a target on your back because someone brought them a bone and they feel some kind of way. Because you didn't express that kind of control to them, that, hey, you can open up, here it is.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What does it matter what her body count is, or if she had a sugar daddy or something? Why does that matter?
I was waiting for you to come on over to the other side. Segue is a motherfucker. Listen, this is the world we live in. Presentation is everything in the world we live in. To some, to those who actually have worked with things. Okay. Let's say, i.e., you and me. Let's say we robbed banks together. We went away, we did time, we came back, we both got bomb women. But their lifestyle was dictated and predicated on the corporate lives that they lived. And let's just say they were high up, whether they were in the government or anything else. And usually there's some sort of backgrounds or investigations to people that they bring into certain areas of their sphere. The question will remain to say, well, damn, he's a wonderful guy, but I could never take him around to the Christmas party. I could never take him to this place or that place because of. So when you ask those questions, the question would be, is this, how transparent were we? Was it something that we shared after we got in? Or was it something that we shared day one? Because see, a lot of people are not willing to do that. And I'm piggybacking off of what you were saying before. That conversation that we need to have going in, that ugly shit, that's the conversation we need to have. Hey, motherfucker, I was promiscuous as a motherfucker. Or I did drugs. Or I did this XYZ, blah, blah, blah. My thing is this. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. I would share the paperwork, everything, because if I care about you, there's nothing no one could ever walk up on the street or anywhere and tell you about me that I haven't already shared.
Absolutely.
And you're in agreement. You understand? And when I say this, it's like this. To further answer the question about the body counts, this is a vessel. And this vessel is shaped kind of like a vagina, like a womb. Whatever you put in it, it's going to be. You can put oil, cum, gas, this Lobos tequila that I'm drinking right now.
Ooh, yeah, some good tequila, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whatever you want to put in it, it's going to become. It's going to breathe life or breed life. And you think about it, even in a rape kit, they can scrape this womb and it'll fester and it'll hold up for the next 15 to 20 years. This is how people bear spirits. Okay. And for me, as a man who understands the spirituality of things, I need to know what demons I'm facing. Okay. So for me, it's that important. I did a poem and I bought this painting. I have this painting. I bid it on this painting many years ago. This is the prima donna of the conceptual souls, meaning this was a woman who took on many souls, like the Queen of Sheba. So this is what is actually being bared or held within with a woman that moves on from mate to mate. But the expression of it all to let you know that this is how I govern myself. Give me the position to accept that and say, fuck that shit. I'm rolling with you. Don't have me in my bed with you or you in your bed at night and I'm waking up every morning like, damn, I just fought about 5 dudes. I'm tired. You know, my neck hurt, back hurt. And you're not understanding that you at war. Spiritual warfare is real. The transference of those spirits are very real. And I'm just saying that I would rather be a willing participant than an unwilling participant. And that bears so much weight when we talk about the expression of love. That goddamn it, here I am. I've bared my soul to you. Are you with me? We all sinners. Let's carry our crosses. Let's go together. Let's handle it. You know what's out there. I would never have you in a room where some female would know that, hey, she had me and you don't know. Everybody in the room knows what kind of person I was, but the joke's on you because you don't have a clue.
Yeah.
That means you'll do something to me. You know what I'm saying? And in an individual's mind, that damn, you left me out there to just hang to dry and I'm just looking fucking foolish, you know, that kind of thing. So that is the only way that means anything. And I'm not saying that in judgment, not to judge anybody. Because shit, we've all done some crazy wild ass stuff out here. You know, it's just, if I love you, man, if I'm truly into you, I got to share it with you. Hey, look, man, this is where I've been. Yeah. This has been the road I've traveled. and for all I've been through at this point in time, shoot, woman, you are a breath of fresh air. You are the reprieve I've been looking for. Here it is, bam. And you gonna have me or what? Yeah. I mean, I would bet everything on truth as opposed to keeping it in the dark, and then you find out some other way that this is what I was into, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just asking, man.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to help the brother, you know, the other brothers out that been hurt and abused. You know, you got to kind of calm yourself, fellas. You know, ask the questions.
Yeah.
Learn how to talk. Use your words, and you can get all the things you need. You don't have to go get a Benz and put on pretty clothes and, you know, do what you do a couple times and then throw them by the side of the road. I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, like I said, we have a lot more days behind us than ahead. And I don't know many motherfuckers that want to grow old alone in a house full of cats.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. But bro, I kept you on here longer than I said I would, man. And I truly enjoyed you. You are a breath of fresh air, and I'm sure my people enjoyed you. Our people enjoyed you.
Yeah.
And listen, my brother got a lot of things going on, man. A lot of things going on. And yeah, man, please follow him, man, at Jeremy Holloway on IG. You can follow him on YouTube, Facebook. Google him, man. He's out there. Bonafide author.
Make sure it's, y'all know it's Jeremy L. Holloway.
Jeremy L. Holloway. Let me correct that, man. God damn. You know,
Jeremy Holloway. I don't know what's gonna pop up.
There we go. Boom. All right. So we good. We good now. We good. Let me make this right. Jeremy L. Holloway. All right?
like Stephen A. Smith, Michael
There
B.
we go.
Jordan, you know, Samuel L. Jackson. It's Jeremy L. Holloway.
Jeremy L. Holloway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, brother, for having me on, man. It was a good talk, man. I appreciate everybody who tuned in, who added to the conversation and enjoyed the conversation.
Hey, look out for this brother, man. He's got his own podcast thing happening. It's coming.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it, man. I'm claiming
it's
it.
coming. I'm coming. Heat.
And the door's open for you, man. Anytime you want to come in, we can do our weekly thing. Two dudes in a topic. Yeah. Just to give some breath of life, man. And you know, yeah, gotta get, you know, get your game, get your thing up, man, because yeah, when you peel off, it's just it's natural. It's natural, bro. It's natural.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. God bless you, man. God bless your family, man. I everything, man. Your prosperity, your legacy, man. Keep doing what you do, man. I truly appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, man.
Have a good night.
You too.
Hey, man, you're right here on the Roll Mellow. Tonight has been brought to you by Lobos again, bitches. Yeah, we about to get into it. I'm turning up. Woo! Started from the, and we started what the, Hey. Y'all hear my babies? Listen, man, I love y'all, man. I thank y'all. I thank y'all for being here tonight. This has been a stone gas, man. Hey, listen. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Shout out to all my wet people. You are the ones with exceptional taste. With exceptional taste. Y'all some bad motherfuckers. Hear me? I hope that the conversation we had shed a little light and help some folks, man. Help some folks to love. Help some folks to true expression. To awareness. To greatness. Can you hear me? Let me get some thumbs, man. Let me see if you can hear me, man, because this is what we're getting ready to do right now. We're gonna do this right now. Let me see who I can who up in here, man. Let me see who I can bring on. Let me come on now. I need somebody to come on here. We got the party. Yeah, but you know, if you're scared, say you're scared. Listen, that was an excellent conversation. Excellent topic we had. Excellent. I can honestly say that I think we touched the surface on some things that need to be touched in regards to the healing of us brothers, you know, on the track, on the path of our reprieve. And shout out to my brother, man, out there in Memphis, man, or from Memphis, you know, came on to share or spread his sunlight on the show. Yeah. Troublemaker. Wow. We just trying to love, man. Where y'all start at? Started from the here. From the man we started from the man we here. Thank you, baby. Cheers to everybody, man, that came on the show. I am so glad that you have dedicated your 12 seconds to me, to us, to this platform that belongs to us. I'm merely working it. Listen, as I say in parting, I ain't going away yet. We partying. Fuck the shit. Listen, all I can say is now that my guest is gone, bed winching is out, y'all. Y'all can't afford to be barbecued. Nobody's barbecued. We eat barbecue. We don't become barbecued. And you ain't gonna tell me that was no motherfucking accident. Trust me, he set that bitch on fire. Yeah. Woo! That's my grandbabies. Trust and believe me. Who got it for me? We got Miss Perkins in the room. Logging Press. Woman of Worth. Welcome. Yaya in the room. Selling 1959. Yeah. Ground Level Project LLC is in the room. Loving Miss Vicha. Love me some Visha has joined the room. Welcome. Chocolate Doll down in Atlanta. ATL in the building. Welcome. Miss Kim Love. 112. Where the players dwell. Yeah. AGJ is in the room. Welcome. Got nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love for you. Welcome. Listen, the conversation tonight was merely about an open forum for us to open dialogue between us black men and women to say, hey, look, women, we know y'all hurting, but y'all need to recognize that we hurting too. And although that you may be ahead of us in today's life, here's why we're behind the ball. Or another, and this plays a part into our communication and how we receive you, you know, and the things that we believe. All I can say is this, ladies, recognize the relationships that your men or the man you select has with his mother or the women that are in his life. If there are issues there, God damn it, there are going to be some issues with you. Okay? So grasp that. If you find a man that can love his mom, love his children, love the women in his life, he's going to love you just the same. Okay? The women in my life, man, they dog me the fuck out. And I go out kicking and screaming. Can't say no. Can't say no. Ain't that a bitch? Anyway, I'm not supposed to say no. I'm supposed to always say yes. Yes to them. Yes. Goddamn it, yes. Yeah. I remember my grandbaby was in my office, and the rest of the grandkids was in the front of the office scheming for some food and junk food and whatever the heck else they wanted. And I know y'all seen me post Ravy. Ravy is my heart. She came back there and said, Papa, we want some, whatever the heck it was. And I had the cockatoos in the cage, whatever the big ass bird was. Chico was in the cage. I said, look here, I'll do it if it go feed Chico. He said, no, he gonna bite me. He gonna bite my fingers off. I said, well, that's all he wants is your fingers. You know, she attempted to go and try and feed him. And I said, no, that's all right. I got y'all. But that length that she was willing to go to make sure that she was able to get what she needed for her siblings and her cousins, I said, yeah, go on and call it in. We're gonna make it happen. We as men, that's all we want. You ain't got to go through the fire. At least show us that you're willing to go through the fire. And a lot of y'all are old or older trying that shit. And recognize at the end of the day, we don't want to be standing up there fighting with you and then have to turn around and put some, motherfucking puh on it, get it started. That's a shame. So y'all know what I'm talking about. And as I stated before, man, love on yourself. If nobody loves on you, man, it should be you. Okay? Yeah. If you like the show, man, if you really like this motherfucking show, listen, follow me on YouTube. Hit that like, subscribe, man. Smash the bell. Smash the fuck out that bell so you can get your notifications. You can also listen to me on Spotify, man, and Apple Music. And listen, let's do this, man, because trust me, I'm going to pick me up, man. I'm going to get my 20 mil. Yeah. I'm doing it better, man. Listen, I ain't doing no picking up steam. A lot of these guys out here, man, they got to have this one and that one and all. I ain't got into all that bullshit yet. And trust me, I'm plugged in. I'm juiced in. I'm just not doing that just yet. By the end of the year, yeah, I'll be doing some of that. But trust me, I like to fuck with this by myself because we have conversation, man. We have dialogue. Me and my wet people, my wet folks, you know who you are. Y'all in the room, you got the invitation. Yeah, bless your heart too. Oh, bless your motherfucking heart. Yeah. Yeah. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. Yeah. Yeah. God rest his soul, man. But The Wild was one of my favorite shows, and Omar would always say, oh, indeed. Oh, indeed. Hey, yo. Don't make me blow your house down. Hey, recognize, I love all my Baltimore people. So when I come through for a few to fuck with you, dummy, I don't want to hear no shit. You hear me? Yeah. Listen, the cruise is coming up in June, the last week of June. It's the Dashiki and Sandals cruise. So you got to get your shiki and your motherfucking sandals, because that's how we rolling. I want motherfuckers looking like they from Cameroon, from wherever the fuck you is. Get your tribal prints, and we going. I've been wanting to do this since 2020. Fuck COVID. We gonna party. As they say, we not gonna show who gonna pay for it. We going to party. Yeah. Just know that you are loved. If no one else is loving you, man, you are loved. Love yourself. God loves you. God loves you. I love you. And all the love you getting, the loving you getting from other folks, don't let that fake shit blind you. about what you need to be getting. Because, yeah. Tell your friends, man. Listen, watch me. Watch me right here. 8 p.m. weeknights. And, no, it's always a party. It's always a party, just like this.
Yeah.
I like that. God damn it. I want to throw some ones. Oh, I just throw ones at that motherfucker. Shit. It's like, chow. You know what? We still celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Romello Marcellus Show. For all those that have been here, man, listen, I thank y'all, man, for taking the time out y'all day early in the morning, 11 o'clock. You know, I switched to 8 p.m. so that you guys can chime in after y'all got off work and settled in, and we can have the extended happy hour, man. And all those people, man, that supported me on my DJing and shit, you know. Yeah, I truly appreciate you, man. I truly appreciate you. Yeah. All those are late, man. Listen, go back and replay it. I need y'all to go back once again. And like I said, if you like the show, subscribe on YouTube. Follow me, like, smash the bell. Yeah. And for all those that, man, listen, the goddamn anniversary show was so dope. And man, shout out to Diddy, man, for setting this shit up. Doug, you are a true artist, man, and it just made it so right. I gotta share it because I mean we just vibing right now.
Yo, what's good? This is Doug E. Fresh coming at you with much love and much respect. This one here is coming live and direct over Mellow. Let's go! Congratulations! This is a celebration and all about appreciation. But let me tell you this first. Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic with 1 minute rhymes that don't come out right? They bite, they never write, that's not polite. Romello, am I lying? No, I'm quite right. Tonight on the very mic, girl, about to hear we swear. Best on rapper of the year. So, cheerio, scream bravo, and if you don't know, now you know. Let me tell you, happy first year anniversary. You've been in the business 4 years behind the scenes. It's your time to shine. Happy 1 year anniversary, my brother. As we rock with one another. Diddy said, what's up? But listen, lottie-dottie, we like to party. Don't cause trouble, don't bother nobody. Just a man that's on the mic, because you got 6 minutes. You got 6 minutes. You got 6 minutes. From Mellows on. Happy anniversary, 1 year, got to share. Drinks in the air, hands in the air, like you don't care. And I know you know out there, you are appreciated, celebrated, and congratulated in life. It's not about the big things that people say, it's about the little things that people do. And Diddy wanted this to be special for you. I do too. Happy anniversary.
All right, man. You know what time it is. God damn it. It's time for y'all to go to bed. Y'all got to go work in the morning. Go punch y'all clocks and shit. And, yeah. Tomorrow, man, we'll be right back here. I got somebody on the show tomorrow. And, yeah. It's a true surprise. It's not a surprise anymore. Yeah. I know y'all hear it in the background. Pimpin' Ken tomorrow on the show talking about his change in life, him and Gorgeous Dre. Psych, I'm just fucking with y'all. Tomorrow's Friday, bitches. I'm not gonna be on here. I'll give you a rerun. See, what I'm doing is Monday through Thursdays. It's live, and I'll run a rerun on Friday because I know Friday everybody got something to do, so I'm not gonna hold you up. So, like I said, and all you're getting, get some understanding. And the night is young, and love yourself because I love you. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert! All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.